Yo, what up, Tube? It's your boy Meatloaf. I'm hopping on today to make a video response to Captain Berz Liberty video. Captain Berz, I could not agree with you more. We have way too many bumper sticker patriots and flag-waving morons who, although they might mean well, have not even the vaguest idea of what liberty and freedom was meant to entail in this country's founding and the laws thereafter. They're the same kind of people that'll probably tailgate you in a minivan and flash their lights at you or flip you off in traffic, but are gonna get scared and lock the door and roll up the window when it comes time to talk it out or solve problems or whatever. It's kind of sad. I don't want to equate this to a NoFX punk rock song that I loved when I was 16, but one of the best lyrics they had was 10,000 voices and 100 guns, and that apparently is kind of what YouTube or what the masses seem to be these days. There's a lot of people that know what's best but are not going to back that up, and then there's a lot of people that are ready to back it up and have the system against them. Another quote that I had heard in the past that always rang true to me was, "Those that talk don't know, and those that know don't talk." Not necessarily pertaining to your video or to this topic, but one of those things that really rang true to me. I think of the freedoms and the liberties that are being lost in America right now, and the best analogy that I had heard was the frog in boiling water analogy, where if you hold a frog above boiling water, it's going to freak out and try and preserve its own life. Whereas if it's set into ambient room temperature water and then the heat is applied below, it's going to keep adjusting and keep adjusting to the discomfort until it's boiled, which is what I feel all these acts of Congress and the government are now becoming. We're just slowly, our norm is becoming a very restricted lifestyle. At one time, I live in Montana, and at one time in the 1800s here, when there was a problem in community, it was sorted out by the community. And if somebody wanted to be a vigilante or be a robber or be a highwayman or anything like that, chances are they were going to meet the ruling of the community at one point, and the national government would know nothing of the sort. It seemed to work really well as far as people watching out for community, knowing neighbors, knowing what they can and cannot get away with. And I would like to see the U.S. slip in a similar form today. I know a lot of people lived in my neighborhood that don't know their neighbors, and it's pretty sad. I grew up in a small town where I knew every neighbor, and if they left town, they knew that we would have an eye on their house and their best interests. If our neighbor happened to be some sort of sex offender or a thief or anything like that, he wouldn't be welcome in the community for very long. The U.S. really could deal with less of a governmental overview and more of a community-minded society. Happy Memorial Day to everybody on the tube, and still trying to get better at making these videos and keeping my thought process in line, but quick VR to Captain Berz.